everyone! It's baking time, and if you have some really ripe bananas sitting in the fridge for quite some time and you don't know what to do with it, then I would suggest banana bread. So come on, let's bake banana atta bread. I'm going to use atta for this. So first of all, what we do is we sieve in all the dry ingredients first. So in goes a cup of atta, that is whole wheat, followed by 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1/4 of a teaspoon baking soda, just a pinch of salt, you can say 1/8 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon powder. Sift everything up so that there are no lumps. Sifting is very important while you do any baking. Here, now it's done. Now keep this aside. Now we'll get on to the wet ingredients. The main ingredient here being the bananas. They are, if you have overripe bananas, that is better. I've taken 2 bananas. In fact, it is 1/3 of it. If they are very small bananas, you can take 2 bananas, around 200 grams of bananas. You mash this up. There may be small lumps. It may not be mashed completely. That does not matter. Add 1/4 cup of brown sugar into it. Now, if you don't have brown sugar, you can just use your regular sugar that you use at home. Mix this up. Can you see there are still small banana chunks in it? That does not affect the bread making in this case. So you can continue with it. After this is mixed, after the sugar is mixed into the banana, the next thing that I'm going to add into this one is going to be 1/4 cup of oil. Now oil here I've used sunflower oil. Any refined oil will do. I have used sunflower oil in this case, 1/4 of it. Now, this oil has to mix with this mixture completely. It has to totally infuse with this batter. So, mixing is very important at this stage. You mix it. You can even use a beater or else just use your hands. Now, you add vanilla essence into it. 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Mix this up with the batter. Once the vanilla essence is mixed into the batter, you take some dry nuts for the bread. I've taken a teaspoon of walnuts and a teaspoon of almond. And now what I will do is just chop them into small pieces, not very small. You can see the size into which I am chopping them. You can do it with a knife or a scissor. For me, scissors are more convenient. I'm chopping them, as you can see. Checking to see if some are bigger in size, so that the uniformity of the size is maintained. Keep this aside and then take the baking tin or the loaf tin into which I am going to put the batter and bake it. First, I will grease it properly with oil. This is the same oil, vegetable oil, which I have used, sunflower oil. After it is greased properly, I am going to line it with parchment paper or butter paper, whichever you have. This is lined well. Now the mixing part comes. The wet ingredients and the dry ingredients will be mixed together. So into the wet, I will put the dry ingredients, and with a spatula, I will cut and fold. Now this cut and fold method should be as light as possible. Use your hands very lightly and cut and fold into this mixture. You can see how I've done. Never overdo it, else you will land up with a very tight bread. Now in goes the nuts into it. Mix that well. Now I have some black raisins with me. I think of adding these as well. This too will go into this mixture. Now the next part is to put this batter into the lined baking tin. As you can see that this batter is a thick one. Put everything into the tin, and then with the help of the spatula you can just evenly spread it out, and finally very lightly you flatten it up. As you can see, I'm flattening it with the help of the spatula. It is nearly done. Now this bread I'm baking it for my daughter, and she loves these chocolate chips. So these chocolate chips I'm going to add it on top. It will add to the taste as well as it is going to look good. So I thought I'm going to add it on top. So this is done and ready to go into the oven, which has been preheating at 180 degrees Celsius. Once it's done, take it out from the oven and check it with a skewer if it is done. If it comes out clean completely, it's ready. Or else you put it back into the oven for 2 to 3 minutes. Let it cool completely. Only then you can slice this bread. It has cooled for 4 or 5 hours. Now I have demolded it from the pan and cutting it into slices. The texture is very soft, as you can see. It is moist. Let me show you a slice here. Just look at the texture of this bread. And it tastes amazing. You have to try it once in order to believe it. And it is a very healthy one too. Since I make this bread quite often at home, I prefer to use atta in place of maida. Whenever there are some overripe bananas, I land up making this bread. It's great to have with tea or coffee, or you can just even send it as a tiffin snack. Please do give it a try. Thank you for being with us till the end. And please do like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel. Bye-bye.